Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another Bro Talk podcast. I am your host, Kareem, with my fellow co-host Mark G and Isaac. Balel's out right now, not a little bit feeling a little bit under the weather. So y'all keep our brother in prayer. We also got nephew in the back, Josiah. Say what's up to the people.
What's up?
That's what I like, man. So, brothers, it's good to see y'all, man. So tonight we're having a continuation of our conversation that we had meeting that and I don't forgot. Oh, here go the title right here. They growing up different. And yes, that is grammatically supposed to be incorrect because that's what we usually would say. They growing up different these days. So we want to continue that conversation. If it's your first time joining us, welcome. We appreciate you for being here. Do us a favor. If you're on Facebook, make sure you join our group, Bro Talk. Also, give us a like, share. And if you're on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe and like. We want to try to get this out to as many folks as possible. It's Monday evening, brothers. How y'all doing?
I'm doing good, man. It's a beautiful day. Today was a beautiful day. You know, my son wasn't feeling well, so I had to go get him out of school a little bit earlier than expected. But took him home. Gave him a bath, and gave him some Gatorade to drink. Man, let him get some rest. So he looks like he's all right. He threw up a little bit. So this boy don't want to really eat food, man. I don't know what's wrong with him, man. You at my house and you don't want to eat food, bro. I don't
Man, he
get
just
it.
at that age.
Hey, he's not at that age, boy, man. People eat. This dude I got a box of Doritos in here and Gatorade for him, man.
Okay.
And that's what I have. And he like these cookies from 7-Eleven. You know what I'm saying? So
Okay.
that's what I got for him, man. I don't know.
Oh, I knew that phone was gonna come out.
Yeah,
I just said that's why he got the cat smile.
I'm playing baby.
Ear to ear.
Ear to ear.
I'm in a car.
So you mean to tell me, was he really resting? Was he on the phone playing the game?
Nah, he was resting.
He was asleep. Okay. All right.
Oh no, when I tell him, man, this is when I say, hey man, get some rest, man. I mean rest, yeah. So he was napping.
That's what's up.
And he got up. So I just want him for the next couple of hours, man. He's gonna be up and then you gotta go back to bed again. So
I hear that.
Yeah.
Yeah, my son was laying down earlier when he got home. He just on his phone going through the stories. So in our house, man, what we've been doing with them now is we tell them they gotta cut the stories out, man. They gotta take a break. Like literally, they would be on the phone, just do this. I'm nah, man, you gotta watch a show, watch a movie, you listen to some music or something, but we're not gonna be swiping all day, bro. My daughter too. We ain't gonna be swiping all day. So I told him he gotta get that joint a break. Especially if he's called himself laying down. Had the covers on himself and everything. I'm like, bro, it's like, are you going to bed? Yeah.
Comfy.
Yeah, man. Comfy with that phone. But
yeah, we just let the kids get Roblox back for 48 hours. So
okay.
I think they were once they got it back on their phone, I feel like they were on it for about 30 of those 48. It wasn't for school, man. It would have been another marathon. So
oh man.
Yeah, addicted.
Yeah, I mean, but can we really blame them though? Because back when we were coming up, we didn't have a phone. We might have had a Well, I didn't have a pager. My brothers had a pager.
We had Sega, Super Nintendo.
Yeah,
I didn't have a pager, bro. I didn't have none of that. No, I have none of that, bro.
Oh man.
I mean, I didn't have a pager either, but we ain't grew up in the burbs, so you know what I mean.
I mean, I had a fake pager though. I mean, I just wore it to school. I couldn't do nothing with it. I just wore. My dad had a pager back in the day. I'll never forget that black pager, man. And so when he would work in the factory, that's how we better get in contact with him. Is that we had to page him. and he would get that page. He'd look at his phone. And I remember back in the day when you had that pager, you had it on your side, and you had to do one of these bad boys right here, to look at it, see who was calling you. So yeah, man, the pager was short lived though because it didn't make sense once you had the cell phone. It didn't really make sense to have a pager.
Even with me,
After
bro,
that.
I got a cell phone very late in the game for
Okay.
myself. I got a cell phone when I went back to when I was coaching basketball. I was coaching basketball, coaching my high school kid one summer,
Yeah.
and that's the summer I got my phone because my players they needed to reach it. That's the only reason why I got my phone, bro.
What kind of phone you had?
I got a flip. I think it was like a little flip phone, one of those Samsung flip phone. I think that's what it was. And
That's back in the day.
I think my little sister Bridget. I don't know if y'all know Bridget. Bridget is the first person that bought me a decent phone. She bought me a BlackBerry for my birthday.
Oh man, that's Blackberries.
Yeah, Bridget bought me a bird. She's like, because I kept having flip phones. She was like, that's not a smartphone or whatever y'all call it back in the day. I said,
Did we even call it that back then?
It was a smartphone or something. You know what I'm saying?
Palm Pilot.
Oh, remember that? The Palm Pilot?
Yeah.
I had one. That joint never worked though. It was trash, man.
So she was like, you gotta get a like a smartphone. You could check your email. You could do all this stuff. I'm like, man, you know. So she ended up buying me one. She surprised me with one. And that's all I saw. Yeah.
Yo, bRho little sisters always be giving the best gifts, man.
They do. Shout out to all my little sisters, man. I love them all. I know I don't keep up with them lately, not as much of them, but I told you, college was a blessing. So they was a blessing, and I was a blessing to them. You know what I'm saying? You know, thanks Ezra for soaps. You know what I'm saying? Toothpaste, all that, all of them, man. Kachia, you know what I'm saying? Candace, man, I love all of them, man. You know? Yeah, my girls. Hey, Candace, I miss your mom cooking too, Candace. That GT plate.
Yeah, them noodles, man.
Noodles, baby. Hey, Candace, tell mommy I said, hey.
I don't know nothing about this, man. Y'all didn't invite me.
Hey, nah.
Every time I see her now, I'm like, yo, your mommy said no noodles with you?
Yeah. I just told Kachia the other day, man. It was Josiah's birthday. She sent a message like, you know, say happy birthday to Josiah. And I was like, man, hey, tell your mommy I miss that. I miss that griot, man. I used to be loving it, man. Mama used to take care of me, you know. Thanksgiving, I know I'm not Thanksgiving, I know I'm getting a plate from this person, that person. You know what I'm saying? Candace is gonna bring the noodles. You know what I'm saying? Kachia gonna bring up their fried pork and something else and the black rice or whatever rice. But I'm getting something. You know what I'm saying? That's a GT Asian Connect, boy. I tell you. It's a beautiful thing, man.
Man, I do miss Thanksgivings, man. When I was in my 20s, yo, if your house was cooking, I was there.
Oh, yeah. That's true.
I was making a plate, everything. I was making a plate. And
every house you go to. Every house you go to that day. Every house you go to that day.
He was just doing that last year, bro. Stop.
Hey, I didn't want to put him out there. I don't want to put him on blast like that. But, you know.
Nah, man. I had
year, so maybe not this year, but
last year. Man. When I got married, I stopped doing all that, man. Going, people's house.
Stop it.
I mean, because the white cooking, you had leftovers for days, so you ain't.
Yeah, I mean,
nah, man. We was at an event together, so just load up two, three.
Where was this at? Which event was this?
Don't let me call you out, man.
I'm trying to remember what event it is.
We was at Mark Morrison's son's party.
Oh,
yeah.
Yo,
but
Mark made all that food, man. You gotta eat it.
Kareem was like, go. Kareem must look like he took a plate home for Brandy and four plates.
I sure did.
You know what I'm saying? I said, boy.
Big brother M Dub. Thank you, sir. Yes. Appreciate that.
You know what I'm saying?
Kareem, big brother, let me get another plate.
Yo, man, listen.
It's a
Them
blessing.
Days are over though.
You know,
them days are over, man.
Even Rufus, man. Rufus used to cook. I used to go to Rufus, man, house, man, to talk trash. Man, you know what I'm saying? God bless him, man. I miss him. Yeah.
Yeah, man. That was
You
a
know,
great
yeah.
brother right there, man.
Oh, man.
So
Great brother, great father.
I want to get right into it, man. We kind of was talking about it a little bit earlier, but thinking about growing up different, right? And we were just talking about like, and Isaac, you alluded to like we played Sega Genesis, we played Nintendo. If you had a little bit of money, or you stole it, you had Neo Geo, you had, Atari or whatnot. But you know, I do see myself kind of fussing at the kids, saying like, "Hey, well, y'all gotta take a break from being on that phone." But let's be honest though, I remember having whole marathons playing Nintendo and Super Nintendo. I mean, like from sun up to sundown was on that game. Like, what makes that different than what the kids are doing now? Or is it there's not a difference? It's just a different technology. What do y'all think about that? And people that are watching, what's up, brother Randall? Hello, sir. Good to see you on here. So if y'all have any thoughts about it, let us know.
So for me, growing up in a Caribbean household, I never have those amenities. You know what I'm saying? And those amenities never really strike me to be like it's a need for me.
Mhm.
So and I always say that, and I think that's why like even now my son Bobby just sent my son a game. My line brother, my LB Bobby. You know what I'm saying? He haven't even looked at it yet because he do his stuff on his phone. But Bobby gave him a game with almost hundreds of games on there. You know what I'm saying? One of those portable joints.
Yeah, I got one of those. Yeah.
Yeah. Um, I think it's expensive too. The joint look expensive. By the bag that it came in, it just look expensive. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really I don't play video games. I don't play video games. You know what I'm saying? And if he wants to play video games, it's all good. But I mean, yeah, it's a Nintendo. This one is this joint right here.
Oh, okay. And
You
then
know
it
what I'm
got all
saying?
the games on there like Street Fighter.
I
Oh,
think so,
okay. That.
bro.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's like a DDS or something, right? Something
Bro,
like that.
you'll be asking the wrong person.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? I said, yo, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what you said to me, man. But he put it in the mail and he sent it
Yeah.
to me. You know what I'm saying? He got the charger for it and everything.
Okay.
Came in this nice little bag here, you know what I'm saying? Nintendo on there.
Okay.
That's my LB. He had those type of games, and you go to his place, he got games from games and games.
Oh, I didn't know Bobby was into gaming. I didn't know that.
I mean, Bobby Ben. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? So I didn't raise up like that. So for me, it wasn't
Yeah.
one of those things, man. I didn't. I'm one of those kids that grow up, and although I grew up here, I spent a lot of my younger years here in America, but I still didn't grow up on it like that. And my friends used to have it, but it was never been big interest for me like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I wouldn't have no feelings towards any type of video game or anything like that. When I was in college, I played the only game I attempt to play was man, what's that basketball game with Chicago Bulls? I used to use Chicago Bulls back in the day. What's that game, Mike?
NBA
No,
Live?
Bulls versus the Blazers.
no, NBA something. NBA
Jam.
NBA Jams.
Oh,
NBA
okay.
Jams. Yeah. That's the only game I played.
That was the 2-on-2 game, right?
Fire.
He's on
Yeah.
fire, yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Dennis
that game
Rodman.
was fire though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I used to play, bro. That was it.
Yeah. They had all the legends on that game though. They had Muggsy
Yeah.
Bogues. They had man.
Yeah, back in the day.
Yeah, they had the legends on there, man.
So I wouldn't,
Yeah.
you guys probably grow up like that where you guys have it more in depth.
Yeah, we so we didn't necessarily have a video game in my house, but we spent a lot of time at my cousin's house, and when we went over there, we would play all the time. And like he had Sega and I think PlayStation when that came out. So we would spend a lot of time in the game, but the thing was, like, as much time as we spent on the game, we would spend outside as well too. So it was
Yeah.
different from that aspect, because now it's like the kids still, they'll just kind of be on their phone, or even if they are outside, they're gonna, they on their phone as well too. I would say one of the things with my kids in particular, like once they get outside though, they're able to kind of detach and make that happen. So I'm happy that it's getting warmer outside. The weather's a little bit differently. It's letting up. Although, next week we're probably gonna be back in the 40s. But it's cool that they're actually getting outside and actually playing outside. So, Eli for his birthday last week, one of his requests for his birthday was just really to go to the park and play basketball. So I didn't want to go, but how am I gonna say like, nah, son, you got to stay inside because Daddy don't want to stay inside. So I had to, I came home, from work earlier that day, and threw on some sweatpants and got out there with him because that time is important. I think that time outside, touching nature and just being, out in the elements is important for any young person's development. And so many of our young people are missing that because of a lot of different reasons, right? I don't necessarily put the blame on all kids that they're not outside, because some places outside just ain't as safe as it was when we were younger as well. There's always those hazards, there's always those things that can happen, but there's just a lot of foolishness that's going on, on our streets. During this day and age. So yeah, I get it from both aspects of the, just kind of getting out and, getting away from the screen. But I think times are different, which call for, different measures and moving and operating differently. So
sure.
And I guess the other thing I would say about kids, always being connected, the reality of the situation is, as adults that didn't have cell phones when we were growing up, we spent a lot of time on our phones. Right?
Say it one more time for the people in the back of the chat. They need to hear that. Right. Yes.
So as adults, we're connected. Like if I leave my phone at home, if I leave, one or two of my phones at home, my work phone, hey, I'm gonna leave that at home because I ain't gonna answer some calls anyway. But like if it's my personal phone where I know, like, my family needs to communicate with me, and that's where most people are able to connect with me, I'll drive back home and get it, because I know that's just something that has become a necessity to many of us. And I think in the very near future, we're going to see that if you're not connected and if you don't have the skills to utilize these devices in the next few years, you're going to be lost as well too. So, I kind of look at it, from multiple perspectives. Yes, I do think it's healthy and important to make sure young people are detaching and getting away from the screens every once in a while too. But also, it's a life skill now that I think kids need to know and understand.
I want to touch on that point that you made about adults being on the phone, because I'm trying to understand. We didn't grow up with this as a means of entertainment and enjoyment, right? We had TV and we had the radio. And with TV, you can only watch shows on certain days because everything didn't come on demand like it is now. And then even with the radio, I remember you had to pray to God that your song came on so that you could record it with the tape player so that you could record the mix. But now everything is on demand. Like, do you think that our generation, and let's be clear with this, our generation, we're the ones that created Facebook, right? And then before that was Black Planet. It was Mi Gente, I think it was called, and MySpace or whatever, right? Yeah, MySpace got people in trouble. Not me though, but
it's never you, Kareem.
Nah, it ain't me though. Nah, not this time at least. Not this time.
I never had a MySpace account, so I was never in trouble. So
nah, you have a MySpace account?
No, I told you I wasn't into all that.
Oh yeah.
I wasn't into all that.
You was into paper and pencil, right?
Paper and pencil, bro.
Write down numbers. That's all you was about. I'm gonna write. Yo, remember when you had the?
I got a black book for my numbers.
Yeah, I was about to say that too, yo.
Yes, sir.
I mean, I don't have no black book, but I had a notebook at one point in life.
I stay with a pen
before I met my wife. So just my love not on here to try to incriminate me, so I'm good.
Bro, I mean, I hope it was well before you met your wife, because who was still writing down phone numbers even when you was in college, man? In high school.
Oh, we wasn't we?
I was writing them down. I was writing them numbers down.
Yo,
at that time, bro.
yo, tell me this. Have y'all ever had a girl give y'all her number, but you had nothing to write it with, so you had to memorize that joint and pray to God that you remembered?
Listen, I promise you, if that did ever happen to me, I forgot it.
It happened to me at RIT.
Did it really?
So it did.
Oh man, that is the worst feeling in the world. You trying like the whole time you probably at a party,
At a party.
Okay, wherever you was at.
At a party,
And
bro.
you get home or you get to where you going, you like, and then you don't see them again. That's what got me in my young years. But now I'm.
But it all worked out.
Nah, well, you did. Oh yes, it worked out. Yes, it worked out.
You gotta let yourself up, bro. I was just giving you the
You
alley.
set me up. You was giving me the alley. All I'm supposed to do was just
Yeah.
You're thinking too hard, man.
We'll try to get later. We'll try to get later.
All right, we'll try to get it later.
Oh,
But like,
man.
but do y'all ever want to go back to the analog life though? Just go back to a time where, nah. He said, nah. Why not?
Why? I mean, why? Like, I don't miss writing stuff down. I've never liked that. Like that's too much like school for me, you know. Like, I don't if I don't ever have to get a pen and pencil and sign another check or whatever in my life, I'm okay with that. Like it was a slower time, right? You know, you didn't get information, as quick as you do now, or you weren't able to share information as quickly as you do now. But I think that's not necessarily a good thing. In cases of emergencies and things like that, you want to be able to, get in contact with your loved ones, right away. So, and if you don't want to, then you have the option to detach. But I don't want to go back to a time where that technology isn't available to me.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we've gotten comfortable, especially with AI. And we know AI's been around for a little bit. Movies have even talked about AI before we got any type of product, man. But I couldn't imagine life without AI right now, just because it's made a lot of things convenient.
Yeah.
Just even thinking about stuff, it's almost like having a thought partner next to you. You know what I mean? And somebody who can go through all the algorithms. I mean, before we would have to Google everything anyway, which I guess is a form of AI or whatever. But having something dedicated to that has been way much more productive than it has in the past. So then when we think about sports though, since we talk a lot about that, but like, well, not so much sports, but you're talking about playing outside, right? I remember when I saw this video online where he showed how we used to see if our friends were around. I don't know if you ever did this before, but we would like ride our bikes and we would go to all the spots where our friends were or usually hang out at, right? So I think he went to the park, he went to the playground, he went to the basketball hole. He went have y'all ever have you ever done that before or have known people to have done that? Like you said, nah. Well, in the city, it might be a little bit different though. You just don't post up. You just don't go somewhere and be like, oh, y'all here? Like, nah, you don't do that. But I did live in the suburbs.
In the city, man, we go to Sears Park, we play softball, play football in the wintertime. For all those cars that we erected back in the day, people park cars. I'm sorry. But we play tackle football in the streets between cars.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're putting somebody in somebody's car, you know what I'm saying? They're running back.
Yeah.
You're putting them in somebody's car, you're getting a hit, you know what I'm saying? It's not fun. They got dents in people's cars. But as a kid, that's what we used to do. We all meet outside, we all live close in the same block, down the block, up the block, alongside. So we never have to ride around looking for nobody. Everybody used to
Yeah.
meet. We know where everybody's gonna meet up, and we all used to just meet up there. And we also know what place we're not supposed to meet up at because it's the hot
Mm.
spot, or we have illegal things taking places,
Yeah.
on that spot right there. So, we always know what we need.
Yeah, I mean, I think those are times too where you had to be impeccable with your word, right?
Yeah.
Because like you out playing with your friends and y'all hanging out, the day before, like you didn't necessarily have that direct line back to them, so y'all had the meeting before you left. All right, so we all getting up at this time again tomorrow. Like we're gonna do it again, right? So and then you made your plans for the next day, right then and there. You didn't have the chance to, kind of check in like the day of to make things happen, with that same group, right? You can't just send a group text message. Now you would have to call everybody to get this football game going. So you just really had to kind of get things set up ahead of time. And I think that's why we're better planners than this generation is as well too, right? That's why we
not all of us.
A little bit different.
I know at least one person who just showed up when they felt like it.
Yeah, you might log in later.
And they'd be like, "Yo, I was there. I was in the bag."
I ain't got nothing to say.
We love you, B, man. Get better, man.
Get better, B. Yo, drink one of them bRho's teas. That's really good. Drink one of bRho's like island concoctions or something like that he got. Some ginger root, something like you can't find here in the U.S., man. bRho got it.
There's a lot of things you can't find here in the U.S., man.
Yo, did I tell you I tried that koala? What's it called? Something Caesar was talking about when I was having the heart issues. He was telling me like get this African something root or something like that, bro. So I bought it, right?
Yeah.
Bro, I opened up that bag.
The smell.
Oh my God. I couldn't even get close to it, man, because I was like, oh, this is terrible. I tried to bite on it. Pause. I tried to eat it. And I was like, nah, I'm good. I'd have thrown that joint out. That joint was like $20-something. Dude,
what was it? What was it though? What was it?
$20, man. You should have fought through that.
Nah. Yo,
what was it, Kareem?
It was I have to find it. Caesar knows what it is.
Yo, Caesar set you up. You know how some people they'll like get something and they're like, yo, this is the worst experience I've ever had in my entire life.
Yeah.
And be like, yo, I'm not about to be the only one. That's what Caesar just did.
Well, that's good, man.
If I had to suffer, he gonna suffer too.
But good for you, man. You gotta listen to Caesar, man. You ain't call me. You listen to Caesar.
That's because you not on the what you call it no more.
Definitely not. Definitely not.
We're trying to get you back. Yeah, he set me up, man. I was like, nah, bro. I can't do this.
I got roots in here now that I gotta drink it. And I'll be like, yo, when I drink it, the smell of it is so horrible, but it's so good for you though.
I guess, roots, man.
These are just tree roots, different one. You know what I'm saying?
I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, I heard something today that said that healing is in the leaves. You know what I mean? Like healing is here. Like anything that we need in order to heal our bodies is available. We just got to figure out what it is.
Yeah. There's I guess it's a science to it as well too. It's supposed to be like a lot of the foods that we eat are based on the shapes of our, your heart. Like, so your kidneys are good for your kidney beans are supposed to be like good for your lungs and all that as well too because of the shape of and your kidneys obviously. But what else? What's the other ones? I don't know, but basically the food and the fruit that you eat is kind of like takes the shape of those body parts that is supposed to be good.
I know there's liver, there's there's a lot of stuff. Not that oxtail though. It's good.
I think ginger's supposed to be good for the liver too. which
Yeah.
is
Oh,
like the
oh,
shape
ginger,
of
yeah.
Yeah, it kind of gives you that shape of the liver. So
Beets,
And garlic
yeah,
is good.
beets.
yeah, beets. I tried to eat a regular beet. Nah, fam.
I have
Yo,
the
beets
powder.
are good though.
I have the powder, man. It's really good. I have the
I kind of
powder.
like
Now that
it.
I put it in my water. I should have put some in my water and just drink it. Shake it up and just drink
Blend them up. Ezra's been she juices like the beets.
Oh,
it. Yeah.
really?
You know, put in the juice and them drinks is mad good, man.
Yeah, beets is good for the heart, man. I didn't realize apples like just being on this journey, man. I didn't realize how many things we eat is actually things that we should eat is good, like you said, for different parts of the body.
Mhm.
I know like fried food though, that's hurting a lot of us, man. At least eating it all the time. You know what I mean? Like we just go to it and it's not helping us at all.
It's easy, man. I think kind of going back to the conversation is we try to do or we like to do things that are easy. So
Mhm.
it's the same thing with meals. Like it's a lot healthier, like to go and try to put together a salad, but it's a lot quicker to go stop at McDonald's, right, and pick up a meal that's already been prepared. So, I think sometimes as Americans, our laziness kind of gets in the way of us eating healthy. A lot of times, it's a lot quicker to go and get a chicken sandwich, right, from the store than it is to grill some chicken in a pan on your stovetop, which is going to be a lot more healthy for you
Mhm.
because you're not drowning it in oil right before you eat it.
Yeah.
So I think it's just we gotta make better choices on how we prepare our foods, not necessarily what we eat. It's just like it's how it's prepared. When we eat it as well too.
Yeah, man, because we were growing up, McDonald's was a treat, man. McDonald's wasn't an everyday thing.
Right, right.
Like
For you it was. At
nah,
least
for
three,
me.
at least 3 or 4 days out of the week, that was for you.
Wait, you talking about in college?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, you know who that was though?
I don't
Uh,
know. Tell me.
We had a dollar menu then, though.
oh yeah, we did.
Don't do
Yeah, we
that.
did. Yeah, we did. But yo, we was poor college kids, man. We had to eat something.
Nah, that's true though. That's true.
Kareem, you was never poor, Kareem.
Yo, bro, if you didn't cook, man, we wasn't eating like. Well, I didn't learn how to cook, so he was eating. But
Isaac will always cook.
Isaac said he learned how to cook. You taught him how to cook.
Yeah, I taught him how to cook.
I enhanced my Caribbean cuisine.
Caribbean
Oh,
cuisine
okay.
and stuff like that, and then you even get that and put a spin to it too. So
Yo,
Isaac will always, yeah.
Ike's dishes were spaghetti.
Brock
What else
can't
he-
cook. Brock can't cook. I know probably now he probably can. He only know how to put some chicken in the oven and broil. What you call it? Broil it. He did it one time and it was good. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Oh yeah,
Absolutely with chicken.
Okay.
Yeah, it was really good, man.
Yeah, he cooked once. I like how you said that one time. That was it.
One time. We talked about that one time. One time he cooked some chicken.
But to be fair though, Brock always bought a lot of the food too, even though he didn't eat.
It was one thing with Brock. Brock is gonna pay for the food.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And he's gonna
Yeah.
talk trash all the way up till the food is done. And even when he eating, he's talking trash, and he's gonna talk after. So
yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
that's him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
but
bought a lot of food.
Yeah, we ain't good though, man. I saw an old picture. Me and Ike was in the picture, man. We had to be. I think you might have been a Neo, and we was at an apartment.
Yeah, Soapy House.
We was all
that's
hanging
been-
out.
Yo,
I
you
was
said
trying
that
not to say the name, man, but yeah, we was
That's
all
okay,
hanging
yeah.
out.
You said
Shout out
I was
Soapy.
Neo like you was a profile from mad long before.
Yeah.
And we was both Neos, man.
Yeah. I think the picture you saw was I think I was in the picture. Maurice was in that picture too.
Yeah. I'm talking about that one. Yeah.
I think
Yeah, man,
Ethan
we
was
had-
in that picture too.
Who's that?
Ethan.
Yeah, man. Shout out to my bro too, by the way.
Shout out Soapy, man. Soapy Soap. We love you.
Yes,
baby.
Soapy. Oh, I wanna I know we're gonna do this a little bit later, but I don't know how long he's gonna be on. I want to shout out to our bro, our brother Howard Ward put a message on here. It says a refreshing drink. Okay. Is fourth of a cucumber, quarter fresh lemon, 2 sticks of cinnamon, and a quarter size ginger in a large glass of water.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna try that. Appreciate that.
I've
There's
definitely
nothing
had
sweet about that drink right there.
I've definitely had it with cucumber and lemon, but I ain't throw the ginger and cinnamon in there, so I might.
You don't do ginger and cinnamon?
I'm gonna try it though.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna try that too. Appreciate that, brother. Thanks for being on too, by the way.
What is it for though? What is that drink for? You do anything?
Just hydration.
Oh, man, I drink enough Gatorade for that.
Nah, but see the thing about Gatorade though, bro.
I'm joking, man. I'm joking.
Oh, I know you know. I'm talking to the natural herbal guy over here, man. You already know, man. But it do be packed with sugar though. That's on. But Gatorade used to not be like that though. The original Gatorade wasn't sugary like that.
It's probably not like that in any other country either. Though.
Oh well, that too.
It's a here issue. It's a U.S.
Yeah, get people addicted to sugar, man. It's just, but think about it though, bro. So I was thinking about this. Y'all seen House Party, right? The movie House Party.
Love it.
Remember when that little boy, when kid went over to the girl's apartment, where the friend was over there, and the little boy was making Kool-Aid. Y'all see that, bro? He put like half the bag in there, and it probably still wasn't sweet enough for him. And I mentioned that, man, because I remember doing that as a kid. Like just drinking, having Kool-Aid packet is like what? Like this big.
That's just the
sugar was like this.
Hey, Kareem, we used to drink a lot of Kool-Aid, man. You remember you used to drink of all the Kool-Aid in the house?
I did.
Oh, no, you did. And let's leave a little bit in the jug. Dude. You know what I'm saying?
I don't remember that.
I know you're not gonna remember it, man. You're not gonna remember it. I don't expect for you to remember it. You know?
Yeah, man. Like that. We used to drink Tang back in the day. I don't know if you ever had that before.
Oh yeah, we had that. We make that too.
You know what I realized was crazy? I think you could use it as gasoline for a car, bro. Is what's that orange juice, man? Sunny Delight.
Sunny Delight.
Oh.
It was good.
Yeah, Sunny Delight is horrible.
Oh my God, I used to crush Sunny D.
I try to drink that as not even a young adult. I try to drink that, and I'm like, yo, why would I ever put this in my body, man? Just the taste of it alone is like an automatic turn off.
Yeah,
that's horrible.
Yeah, you know what else now is horrible that I thought was the bomb back in the day? Hawaiian Punch.
Yeah,
I used to drink that.
But Hawaiian Punch show, I used to make. Remember, I used to make the brew punch, man, with the Hawaiian Punch, but they used to make it with pineapple juice.
Yeah, that's different though.
It's different. Yeah,
that's different.
There's a picture of it. Y'all used to kill that.
Yeah, we did.
But I used that Hawaiian Punch to doctor it up with pineapple juice, put a little sugar in there, put some lemon juice in there. I ain't gonna give y'all my secret. Y'all listen to me. You know what I'm saying? And
proprietary knowledge, right?
Yeah, but even now I can't drink that type of stuff. Like, you know, when if I do have juice, I'll just like get some natural juice. But then like I even after that, I feel like, yo, I just need some water a lot of times. So like I think as we get older, man, like our taste buds just change and
that is true. That is true.
Change as well too. Yeah. Like even with tea, I put honey in tea every once in a while, but I just drink it like just with water. Like tea bag in there, just drink it unsweetened because like I just don't do a lot of sugar like that anymore. And you know, I like one of the things I've been drinking a little bit more of is like kombucha, you know, as well. It's supposed to be good for your gut and all that stuff too. So I went to Aldi and I grabbed one the other day, put it in my cart, and I'm checking out. And the lady just like all up in my business. She like, oh, this got a lot of sugar in it. Like, I don't think you should have this. You shouldn't drink this. I'm like, yo, lady, you know what I'm doing, man. But then she picked it up and like looked at the label. It was like an additional 20 grams of sugar in there or something like that. I'm like, oh yeah, you're right.
Nah,
we shouldn't have it.
I think that was the Lord speaking to you through her.
Hey, well, thank God, because I won't buy it again. But yeah, I'm a lot more cautious of that type of stuff as well. So I try to pay more attention to it. So, but yeah, it's like some stuff it'll taste good, but like if it's got too much sugar in there now, like it's kind of a turn off for me. I can't really drink it like that.
Well, yo, that sweet potato pie we had earlier, bro. It was good. Like it was good, but bro, I had a headache as soon as I got done eating it.
Yeah,
because they packed it.
It was definitely sweet, man.
They made sure, dog, like they packed that sugar in there, man. I was
somebody grandma made that joint.
Somebody, man. But so I think we've come to the conclusion that even though we're growing up, or our kids are growing up in different times than we did, that things really aren't all that much different.
Yeah, it's just a different time, just a different era, right? And toys are different, and things that they interact with are different. Like, and but kids for the most part are the same, man. Like a lot of things that my kids do, I look at them and I laugh because I'm like, yeah, I can remember doing that, or yeah, I probably would have said the same thing in that situation, or you kind of start to see a lot of similarities in you or a sibling that you had, and some of the things that they're doing, as well too, because they say a lot of times you can't see the fault in yourself, right? So, but yeah, I agree. It's not necessarily that it's not a bad thing. I don't look at it as necessarily a bad thing that kids are in their devices for extended periods of time. I just think it just needs to be balanced with other things, and be able to have different experiences. And I think that's one of the things that, thank God, I was able to be able to provide for my kids as well, is different experiences that I had, right? That that I didn't necessarily have the chance to engage in at their age, and those are all things that I think are giving them that variety. Whether it's not necessarily something that I did, right? But it's definitely something that is going to be a benefit to them. And I think that's how we kind of look at things. So when we're telling the kid to get off your device, yeah, you shouldn't be on it if they're on an extended period of time, but we shouldn't say don't be on it at all, right? Because that is the way that they engage, with their friends at school. Like, I've been holding, that's one of the things I've been kind of holding back from my kid. Like, you don't need Snapchat, you don't need this. But that's really a tool that their friend groups use to communicate, on. And, there's certain things that I don't want them to be exposed to, but I also don't want to take away their ability to communicate with their friends as well, too. So it's a balancing act, as adults, and more importantly, as parents. I don't think there's a book on how to do it and how to do it correctly. I don't think I can tell Kareem what's going to be the best way to raise Chloe, right? And I can't tell bRho the best way to raise Josiah, because my experience with my kids are going to be different than y'all experiences with your kids, right? So that's just kind of how I look at it. Like, do what you think is best for your children, at the time, and y'all figure it out together, because there's no right answer. There's no wrong answer. There's no silver bullet that's gonna, there's no silver bullet that's gonna give you the correct responses every single time that you're talking to your kid, and telling them how to engage in the world around them, because there's so much stuff that we don't know, and they're living a completely different lives than we did at their age. So,
yeah. Raquel was on, bRho. She said that Brian said our generation loved the struggle bus. I can't see the other.
Hey, Raquel, text me, please. Oh. Please text me.
Our generation loved the struggle bus. I want to hear a little bit more about this. Do we glorify
she's
the
saying
struggle?
that we used to always say that we had to walk a mile to school uphill, backwards. Is that what he's saying?
had to ride our bikes everywhere, and
Yeah,
she
man.
got you, bro.
Yeah, I mean, she said exactly. Yeah, if that's what you're saying. Like, yeah, like I said, it was a different time, man. Like, we can't be mad at them because they got Chat GPT. Just because the generation before us can't be mad because we had computers, man. You know what I mean?
Well,
and the internet.
I had a computer growing up, just so y'all know.
Thanks, Glenn.
You're welcome.
I did too. Like, yeah, I did too. But when we first had a computer, we had internet.
Yeah, we didn't either.
We had whatever was on that floppy disk.
Floppy disk, boy. Hey, I lost papers on that floppy
that was
disk.
all the information that we had. Like,
that was it. And then the hard disk came a little bit later, though.
True.
Got the hard. I had a Tandy computer, man. Well, actually, it wasn't mine. My mom's.
Tandy 1000.
Tandy 1000.
Yeah, we had.
You had that too. Did you play a game on there? It was some guy in a castle. What game was that?
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yep.
Yeah, man. I beat that game so many times. Bro.
Or something?
Nah. It wasn't that one. It was a different type of game. It was like I can see it right now.
Yeah.
I can't remember the name of it.
About.
Yeah, man. That was yo.
Before we wrap up, man, how did your mom get her 50th, man?
Man, I wanted to get to that in a little bit, man. But since you asked,
my bad.
That's all good. We about to wrap up anyway. Just want to say, I just want to say one more thing. I don't think we want our kids to suffer. I know that's not our intentions, but we want them.
It is a little bit of mine. They got to suffer a little bit.
Yeah, they got to suffer a little bit, right? You know, suffering is part of the process. I mean, they got to go through something, man, because you hear these stories about like generational wealth only lasting for like 2 or 3 generations because the generation that actually worked for it, they understand the importance of it, and then the second generation come and they kind of like, well, if everything is given to them, yeah, and then by the third generation they broke. Because it wasn't a little bit of struggle. I kind of say similar thing might have happened for the civil rights movement as well. Was that our grandparents that went through that, some parents, and then as time went on, people just kind of forgot about it, or they thought that hey, we got the freedoms that we want. But then, come 2026, we having some of the same conversations our grandparents were having back in the 50s and 60s.
Yeah. And you know, a lot of I was listening to a congresswoman, I can't remember what state she's from, senator, can't remember what state she was from, but she was kind of mentioning how, you know, everything that's happening right now is a cycle. And what this administration is really trying to do right now is to kind of turn that corner so we can start to go backwards and get back to the places where we were in the 50s and the 60s and where, you know, white people kind of controlled everything that was happening. So, you know, like a lot of the things that are happening, a lot of the things that you're seeing is to try to push that narrative. You know, the white Christian superiority movement that's going on, you know, within this country as well. Like all those things are being done to kind of undo the progress that, you know, has been made up until now. So it's, you know, it's real that like things happen in cycles. And, you know, in order for, you know, us to kind of stay in the same path, you got to do things a little bit differently. You got to look at things differently as well, too. Otherwise, someone's going to feed you a narrative, right? And people, it's a fact. You can just kind of look and see what's happening in this country right now. That, you know, whoever's controlling the media is really controlling the message. And then that message then becomes, it doesn't matter if it's true or not, it becomes a fact if you say it enough times. Yeah. And that's really what this administration is trying to do, you know, to try to, you know, brainwash people to believe one thing, whether it's true or not. You know, so, you know, we just got to be careful and not to fall victim of these messages that are going around that are going to prevent us from creating that generational wealth, and making sure that our kids have an understanding of what they need to do in order to not fall into that trap and that cycle.
Yeah, man. The warfare has already begun. So
Mm-hmm.
in places that have had dictatorships, bro, one of the first things they take over is the media.
The media, yeah.
That's the first thing they take over is the media, man. And if they have control of the media, like you said, bro, they have control of the message. So you got to ask yourself when you're seeing things online, one, who was behind this message? Why is this message out here? Like, and then what are they trying to convey? Like, what angle are they trying to spin? Because we both of us were communications majors. There's always an angle. There's always an angle that people are coming from, and there's always um a direction that people want you to go in just by what you read and what you watch. In most cases, by what you watch online. So yeah, it's important. Just ask the questions. Ask yourself the questions, and don't always believe everything that you see online, because everything online isn't real, especially now.
Yeah, it's definitely not real. It could definitely be AI. Like literally, somebody could take this video of me saying what I'm saying right now, and then change the whole my whole message. Right? It could be something completely different. Brother Ward said that at 73 years old, this is not our first rodeo as a people, and we will adjust and thrive. And I completely agree, 100%. Agree with that. Like one of the messages that you hear, if you are going through a process, is right. One of the things that you got to remember is like, hey, the night's gonna end, right? Like at the end of today starts another day, right? So you're gonna get through this, and I believe that wholeheartedly. We're gonna get through this craziness that's happening right now, I guess my thing is like, what are going to be the side effects of that, or what is going to be the implications of all the stuff that's happening during this time frame? Like, are we going to be, are we going to be taking steps backwards, or are we going to move through? Yeah, absolutely, we're going to get through it, but where are we going to be once this period, in time of time ends?
I mean, Brother Howard, what Brother Howard said, yes, because we are resilient people as a culture, as people, we're resilient. But I'm tired of doing the adjusting, man. I'm tired of it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just tired to adjust. I just want to live my life, man, and just live in this. But it's life, man.
Yeah.
I just want to live my life, man. Very comfortable, man, and live for God and do the work that I do on this planet, man. Love people, continue to love the people and serve the people that are less fortunate than I am. You know what I'm saying? That's what I want to do. I don't want to hear my president has gotten shot at again. Who's shooting at my president, man? What's going on?
Unfortunately, nobody shot at
nobody.
him.
Okay. I watch TV. I just heard, my son mother said something like that to me.
Yeah, they ain't make it in the room.
I didn't know what happened.
Yeah, they ain't make it in the room.
So they try to shoot at my president. You know what I'm saying? Leave my president alone, man.
Yeah, you can claim him all you want, man.
Leave my president alone, man. You know what I'm saying? Kareem, yeah. You know what I'm saying? The rude boy. The rude boy stallion.
I can not like somebody and not like how they move, how they act, things they say, but there's a part of me that always wishes the best for someone.
Yeah.
Or not wish the worst. Let me say that. Not wish the worst. Let me say that. That's more reality. Like not wishing the worst, man.
I mean, some in reality,
whether we feel like they deserve it or not.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying the worst that could happen to him might be the best thing that could happen for this country, though. So,
hey, God, so you gotta love him, man.
I'm not even gonna say this country.
In due time.
World.
Yes, it does have world implications. Yes,
it does. It absolutely does. Like
it's about president.
It's an what's crazy to me is like it's an individual. It's not an individual. It's an individual. I guess it's a mindset right now that is keeping him in power, right? Because everyone around him obviously knows like this dude is an idiot. Just he's I don't know.
Special,
He's a lot
man.
of
So special.
I was thinking that in my head when you started thinking that.
Yeah, but they let him rock because who else are they gonna have? Say the things he does and do the thing he does and pull the strings that they want him to. You know what I mean? Like he's the perfect candidate. So he's a perfect candidate.
Yes, Chanel.
No. You don't be talking
thy
about
will
my
be done.
No, you don't be talking about my president, Chanel.
In the name of somebody.
No, you be talking about my president. Be careful.
He's be gone.
Yo, if Balel was on here, you know he would have some words.
Nah, we ain't gonna stop.
Yo, I wish when he fell, like, never mind.
Hey man, I love my president, man.
Hey man, I love my people. That's what I love.
We put him in office, so
Hey man, when you ask God for a king, you gonna get one. Hey man, listen, the people wanted Saul bad. It was like, we want a king. We tired of the judges. We don't want Deborah no more. We don't want Samson. He done failed us. We want a king now because them other people in them other countries, they got kings. So we want a king too. And they got what they asked for.
And he wants to be one. So although in his interview yesterday, he said, I'm not a king. I'm not a king.
Oh, he said that yesterday?
Yeah, he says a lot of dumb shit.
Oh, I thought he wanted to be a king.
So everybody, voting season's coming up pretty soon. Make sure you do your research.
Midterms, not even
midterms. Yes,
midterm elections.
Yes, and don't just and I hear a lot of people when they vote for selfish reasons. Yo, man, the world is bigger than you. Don't think about just you. You know what I'm saying? Think about all the things that not only affect you but affect others around you. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, some moves have been made. So especially in Virginia, I know they're going to be able to flip that map to Democrats. I think 10-1 or something like that in Virginia. So some good things have happened recently as it relates to the outlook for these elections, and then hopefully you could flip the House and the Senate.
I know my president. He hates my area. He hates the area that the White House is in.
He's not in Florida, that's why.
He hates. That's how they do. That's why down here, man. The DMV, we took hits. You know what I'm saying? DMV took hits, man. DMV took hits.
They can't do our frat brother like that, man. He trying to run a state, man. He can't be blocking him.
Yeah, but the thing is that with him, he's a little safer than DC. You know what I'm saying? He's a little, you know what I'm saying, because. But man, when I tell you, we took hits down here, boy. It is what it is, though.
It is what it is. Well, on that note, brothers, I think we gotta wrap it up.
Yeah, we can wrap it up.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'll go first. I just want to shout out to my wife and to the kids. I want to shout out to my mother celebrating 50 years and Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated.
Salute, Mom.
For sure. And I just found out somebody else. Anyway, I can't remember the person's name, but shout out to her. I saw the pictures. It was amazing. You too, Brother Ward. Thank you. It was amazing. Like, they treated her like a queen that day. She got her golden, I think it's called a golden, what's it called? A golden, somebody help me out. But she got a golden award in a sense. But yeah, so they celebrated her, had a great weekend. She said she saw Drew Hill was there performing. She got to see Drew Hill and all of them. So she had a good time.
I think what's her name? Chelsea posted something.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
That's what's up.
Yeah, I always wanted to be like Jazz, you know what I'm saying? Because he was the bigger guy in the group, could sing. I never made it to that.
That's all right. You made it to playing football in college, man.
Oh, all right. I'll take it.
And the bass. And you did the bass. And you was in a band with one of the dopest piano players on the planet.
Yes.
Right?
Thank
you.
you.
There you go. Look at that, man.
Yeah, you know.
You made it.
I made it. I made it, y'all. All right, man. I'm good for the night. I'm keeping it short.
Hey man, shout out to Raquel, shout out to Miss P, shout out to Rachel, shout out to the new doctors that just crossed up in Buffalo. Shout out to my little prince, my prince back here, my road dog. What else? Shout out to my daughter. And shout out to you, brothers, and y'all family, man. Isaac, shout out to your mom. She's home, probably chilling. I need to bring her a bottle of wine, man, so she can put her legs up and chill.
Oh, she don't drink, so.
Oh, she don't drink.
Sparkling grape juice.
I'm gonna make them some sorrel, man. I'm gonna make her some sorrel, and you know what I'm saying.
I'll take the wine though.
Yeah. If I know anybody coming to the Rock, man, I'm gonna make her some sorrel and send her up a bottle of that. You know what I'm saying? Without the adjectives. You know what I'm saying? So she'll like it. So it's all good.
Yeah,
that's it for me.
Yeah, peace and blessings to you, brothers. Ellis Randall, thanks for tuning in.
Ellis,
with the Howard Ward, man, we appreciate you tuning in as well too, and sharing some gems with us. Definitely gonna try that lemon cinnamon ginger with cucumber water as well too. Raquel, good seeing you today.
Raquel, I need to holler at you, please. For the last
she said I got you. She typed it in earlier.
Yeah.
And then Miss Chanel Jeffries, please appreciate you tuning in as always. Sometimes being behind the scenes, but actually making a little appearance today. We appreciate you for tuning in. Shout out to everybody else that's in the chat that may not have chimed in. You can always drop us a little thumbs up or something before we leave, just to let us know you was there. But if not, make sure you share and like and subscribe. You know, tell a friend to tell a friend. Shout out to all my kids, man. I appreciate them so much just for bringing so much energy into this house. And running up all my bills. But it's definitely I would rather spend my money that way than some other frivolous ways as well to see them smile. So appreciate that. Appreciate the lady that gave me all them kids, Ezra. I know she's probably still asleep right now. Y'all know why? Because she's about to get up and go get that overtime.
Yo, somebody gonna make that a meme. Watch.
Listen, you need that money, man. Need that money. But shout out to you brothers again. Shout out to Brother Smith who wasn't here today, man.
Yeah, shout out to my dean.
No doubt we want to make sure that you get back here next week, man. So do what you got to do to get better, bro. And shout out to a lot of Black people out there, loving other Black people, supporting other Black people, and doing Black people stuff.
Thing.
All right.
Peace.
Hey, B, man, don't be talking about you shoveling no snow. Ain't no snow in Rochester either. All right.